The guys are coming in.
Who are the guys?
Original guys that wrote, the authors of the gossip.
Yeah,
Some of the best.
Yeah.
Welly Baby. Shall I say
Baby.
it?
Yeah.
Space Worm.
Space Worm.
And the classic
Bird Boy.
Bird Boy.
Yeah.
So we're going to meet them, and we're going to find
Bird
out a little
Boy
bit
never
more.
made it into the top 10.
Yeah.
So he's very lucky to be here.
Oh, well, maybe we shouldn't interview him. Where do you
Send
reckon
him
he
away.
was about?
He was in the top 16, I think.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, because he got to the quarters.
Last 16.
Yeah, he got to last 16. What's that number I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
So, do you want your Christmas present then?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We all bought each other a Christmas present. Did you remember to buy a Christmas present?
Yeah, I got you, but
Yeah.
they're rubbish. They're really, really shit.
Mine aren't.
Um,
Should we just hand them out like Christmas morning?
Yeah.
So we all have a pile and then...
So I've got you one, Joe, and it's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
And I've got Poppy one, and it's not fine. There's been a lot of errors.
it's gone wrong, is it?
Oh,
I'm
can I have
fine.
my fine present then? Do you want yours? I'll give you yours. Hold on.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Do you feel
Lovely.
Christmassy? Hold on.
This is lovely. Poppy, I apologise, but the thought was...
Don't apologise.
Poppy,
Look at
Oh
that!
my God!
Joe's just handed Poppy
Wow.
a massive green box.
Oh, so you think it... But David, yours is even
Wow.
bigger. Come on, Poppy. Where's our presents? You're taking ages. Oh, thanks, Poppy. I didn't write on
Poppy's
yours.
just handed Joe a red,
Medium-sized present.
medium-sized present.
Should we
David,
point
I think
out
yours-
again that mine are massive compared to yours and Poppy's? If I spent more money, can I have a bit of money from you both?
I'm genuinely disappointed
I
how
think
much...
this is
No, I'm
the-
serious. I'm going to be really annoyed if I spent more money than you two. You haven't
Oh, you
even
didn't
wrapped
even
it.
wrap mine?
No, I told
Fucking
you.
hell.
I'm sorry. Well,
Oh, I've got a phone call from the trophy place.
oh my
Right,
God.
okay,
Oh
just
my
to-
God.
Hello.
Put you in the picture, everybody. Joe's just taken a phone call from a company that are engraving the Gossipmongers
Yeah,
trophy.
right, but it hasn't arrived here.
Just a little bit of jeopardy for the episode.
Right, what does that mean? Sorry, Chris, I don't understand.
So Joe's ordered the trophy and asked for it to be delivered to the studio, and so far hasn't turned up. And the author of Space Worm will be here in about an hour, so we're all slightly concerned.
Right.
This is wonderful.
Okay, do you think there's any chance it will get to us in the next hour?
Oh my God.
Okay, but will you try and get it to us in the next hour? Otherwise, we won't be able to hand it over to the winner
Space
of our
Podcast.
thing that we're doing.
Just tell him what it is, mate.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Right.
That doesn't help anyone.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Okay. Just in case. Okay, Chris. Well, great. That's great. If you could keep us updated, though, that would be brilliant. Thank you, Chris. Cheers. Bye.
Wow.
Okay. So, did you keep up to date? Because I was very
Yeah.
much engaging with
I think
Chris.
I did.
Oh,
Right.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Right.
I
Our first
interrupt.
guest is there. Shall we open some presents?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
the first guest
The
is
first
here.
guest.
Oh
Yeah,
my
shall we
God.
open presents and then...
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
wants to start?
yeah.
So remember, David, you got to open yours first.
You go for yours
And
first.
then Poppy, you've got to open your second. The ones from me, but
Yeah.
I don't want to make anyone open mine first.
Oh, what if it's got a receipt in? I haven't thought about that.
Oh, I was going to get you a T-shirt, but I thought it was too lame.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Wow.
yes,
Poppy
that's great.
has got me a T-shirt with a picture of David Icke on.
Yeah. They said to me
Look at his teeth.
Yeah, they're really shit up close. I've met him.
Wow.
at the print place, they were like, no caption, and I was like, no.
Poppy, shall I open your one from
Yeah.
me?
Oh, that's from
Thanks,
David,
Poppy.
isn't it? That's all right.
Oh, is
thank
this one
you.
from David?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
I'm
That's
opening one
from
from
David.
David. Oh my God.
Hey, it's another T-shirt.
Ah.
And it says Stostny on it, which
Oh,
I said to you
amazing.
an hour ago. I thought was the best.
Hey.
Did I say that literally an hour ago? Well, you were over the moon. I said that. Or did you get it reprinted from Spaceworld? Oh,
Look at that.
you. And it's black with red lettering, which is my favourite.
Is it? Oh.
You can't.
Oh, come on.
Right, Poppy, you open the present.
Okay.
Right, there are two problems with this.
Great start to any Christmas. Oh, someone lives near a T-shirt shop.
It's the wrong size and the wrong name.
It might not be. I could squeeze it.
What does it say? It's a baby T-shirt. Lynn's Secret Tissues. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's maybe it's the fart tissues woman.
Yeah, but
it's not clear.
No.
And her name was Pam.
And the size of it. Can I just hold the size of it? David, your eldest child could just about fit in that.
I'm so sorry.
Look at the size of it. I thought you'd got her a hanky.
Two problems with it: child size and wrong name.
Oh,
I got the words and size.
Yeah.
It
I
could
panicked.
be like
Right,
a.
that is absolutely terrible.
It could go for a crop top. There you go.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
my
God! No way!
I think. It's
Joe's just
wrong,
opened his
though.
present, and it's a book called Saucy Ladies.
150 delicate sauces accompanied by 60 indelicate ladies.
Wow.
I think this is. Oh my God!
It might not be the right.
Wonderful.
It might not be the right one. I'm not too sure.
Sorry, I've just randomly opened it, and there's a woman leaning over an antler's head. There's absolutely no sauce.
Where did you find that?
On the internet, it said that it'd been badly fingered in the description.
Just going to put that down. Right, not so keen on that one. Thank you. Is that from you, David?
That's from
From
Poppy.
Poppy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought David had done really well for a second there. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Poppy.
That's okay.
Okay, so Joe,
Okay, so
really excited.
David, well, just to remind you, my
Obviously
present
hoping
is
for the
much
Battleships board
larger
game.
than not battleships. That's great podcasting. Hearing the riffing. Right, gentle. What the fuck is this?
Right, okay, so I don't know what it is.
I've lost confidence.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
It's a,
It's a dog.
Wow.
it's a dog garden ornament. Because most of the recorders.
Oh, wonderful. And it's got an opening at the anus.
Has it got an opening?
No, it hasn't got an opening.
Oh,
So-
there is
so
an
the-
Oh, thank you.
The point being is most of the for the listeners, most of the rumours we get we cannot read out
Yeah.
are about people either bumming
Oh,
or
yeah.
fingering dogs.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank
so-
you.
That's
Thanks very much.
amazing.
No problem.
No, I genuinely.
Oh, it's very well
And it's I
sculpted.
thought you could put it in the garden.
No, that's going
Look
in the
at it.
living room.
Oh, don't think your wife will let that happen. But
Oh.
Wow.
Yes.
I basically got Poppy the same present. There's no
Oh, it's
way.
exactly the same dog.
Oh, I feel like I'm birthing
Wow.
To be honest with you, Poppy, you don't actually have to open yours. Just look at David's.
it. Mine's got. I can feel it opening.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that in the stomach?
lovely, isn't
Oh, it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
nice.
So you have to turn it over, basically. If you want to recreate one of our.
I want to get
many-
it out. I want to get it out.
I'll tell you, Terry. Yeah.
It's like a Oh,
it
it's
has got
very
an
nice.
opening, Should we get the first guest in?
Yeah. I think it's.
Basil.
Wow.
Here he is.
Hiya.
How are you, Basil?
Hi, Basil.
Thanks. Terrible journey, but never mind.
Hey?
Terrible journey.
Was it?
Oh no, where have you come from?
Only Sussex, but I sat on a platform for ages because someone had been hit by a train.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay.
Oh no.
Merry Christmas, everyone. So we were just saying that you were the author of Bird Boy.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bird Boy.
Yeah, how do you feel about being in our top ever gossip?
16.
16.
I was delighted. Well, I was a bit disappointed. I didn't get in the top 10, of course.
Oh,
Wait.
I thought you were.
Were you fuming?
No, not really.
No, didn't give it a second thought.
No.
Why would you?
I was at the start of it, I was just pleased that it got read out at all.
Yeah,
And then it won that episode.
yeah,
And then I heard there was going to be a top 10 or a top whatever
Yeah.
it was. And of course, then I got more and more hopes built up.
yeah.
Oh, no.
And they were dashed.
Then I was dashed.
Do
Yeah.
you remember who Bird Boy got knocked out by?
Basil will.
No, I can't
No,
remember.
no interest in the show.
Sort of phasing it out.
Right, shall we listen to
Yeah,
Basil's
I'd love to.
Bird Boy rumour and then come back? In the town where I went to school, there was a big old house, and often as I walked past, I'd see the face of a boy looking out of an upstairs window.
Here we go.
He looked about the same age as me and my schoolmates, but no one knew who he was, and he didn't go to any of the local schools. Then one day there was a fire at the house. The occupants were rescued by a fire brigade, and soon after this, the gossip began. It was said that when the fire brigade were inside the house, they discovered one of the bedrooms resembled a giant bird cage.
Bird Boy.
Bird Boy.
Bird Boy.
Okay. There were bars on the window, and instead of a wooden door, there was one made of metal, like a prison cell.
God.
Throughout the room, there were lots of round mirrors, some with little bells attached. Bird Boy. Some with little bells attached, and there were several perches strong enough for a teenager to sit on.
Sounds really nice. Shame it burnt down.
The room lacked any other furniture, and on the floor was a large, shallow tray filled with sand and a sprinkling of shit and piss. It seemed the boy whose face we'd seen at the window had been treated as a bird. Yeah, I reckon it sounds like that, mate.
Don't think we needed that summary, to be honest with you.
But thanks all the same.
Do explain, Basil.
And spent his life imprisoned in a cage. My mates and I often wonder what became of him. We named him Budgie.
Okay.
That's from Basil Butler. That's
Yeah.
Budgie or Bird Boy.
Bird Boy.
Yeah.
Well, there we have it. There's the classic rumour from
Shorter than I remember.
May 2019, something like that. Where was the house?
It was in Beckenham.
Oh, so it's in...
Is this bullshit, or does it exist?
No, the house exists. Well,
Yeah.
it did exist. Yeah, the house existed.
And
And this was a rumour that you genuinely thought was kids. You thought there was a kid, or you used to look up to see a kid and you thought...
No, we made it all up.
okay.
Oh, right.
All right, cheers, Basil.
Well, no, thanks for coming in. Sorry you had such a long journey in. Hope the trains are sorted by now.
No, but you know, we
So you never saw a boy in the window?
we saw a boy in the window,
Right.
And then we imagined.
He was in a bird cage.
We imagined.
Yeah, why not?
Imagine.
Oh.
First thing you think of, really, isn't it?
But the house did burn down and it was demolished.
Right.
So we went back after we was on summer holiday, and when we went back, it had been demolished.
Yeah.
So we sort of looked around and we saw lots of metal.
Hang on a minute. Can we go back to the...
Put two and two together.
Yeah. So when you used to walk past the house, why did you immediately think it was a bird boy?
We didn't immediately think it was a bird.
Okay.
No, they worked it out after
We
the
worked
house
it-
burnt down.
Yeah, we worked it out. We couldn't make him out because we didn't know who he was. Never saw him outside the window.
Yeah.
So we wondered what was going on. We looked
Yeah.
around the rubble,
Yeah.
and we found all this metal. I've got something in my bag. I can show you.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
lovely.
Please.
Lovely. So
Oh
Basil's
my
This is
God.
going
going
better
through his
than I
bag.
already thought it would.
Something that we found.
Something that you found that you've kept.
I've kept all these
Please be a
years.
beat.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Can we take a photo of this? And
Yeah.
All these years I've kept this. If I can find it.
this-
Let's have a look at the bag it's in.
I think I've got a semi on.
I know you have.
This bag's got too many zips.
Can't have too many.
Oh, I know where it is. I'll put it in this bit safe.
So were you at school when you used to see?
We found
Yeah.
that.
Oh, a bit
Okay.
of,
Bit of cuttlefish.
Cuttle-
It's got
yeah.
burns.
Oh
on
my
one end.
God.
And if you look there, I think you'll see that's probably the teeth marks
Can you explain to
Of a boy.
of a teenage boy.
That,
Can
right,
you hang on a minute? Can you explain to the listeners exactly what you pulled out of the bag?
because
It's a
I'm
cut- it's a
looking at it and
cuttlefish.
I don't know what
It's
it is.
cuttlefish.
It's a cuttlefish, popular with birds, and
Bunch
it's-
of cards, etc.
and if you look closely there, you can see.
That does look like teeth
That looks
marks.
like teeth
Genuinely
marks.
does, yeah.
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 Yeah. And it's burnt. It's got
Oh
burnt
my
on the
God.
end.
On the end.
Jesus
That is
Christ.
amazing.
How do we know you're not talking?
Well, the fact you've made it up still makes me think it's true, though. That bit of cuttlefish.
Yeah, well,
Jesus Christ.
that's when we found that. Is when we decided he was bird boy.
Can we? Do you know the actual road of the house? I'd love to go there and take a selfie.
I can't remember now. It was a long time ago.
No.
And
It's
it's
gone
burnt
now.
down.
Anyway.
Is this
Yeah.
whole
Gone anyway.
story made up completely, or
No.
No.
There was a house with a boy in the window.
yeah?
Everything else.
Everything
The
else
next 4 pages is
can't
bollocks.
be confirmed.
Yeah. So there was a house with a boy in the window, and
There
then
was-
it burnt down.
All that part's true.
Oh my God! Wow.
Other boys, because I was only a teenager at the time, they said that they'd found the mirrors with bells on and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd forgotten
But,
about that bit.
I didn't see that, and millet and stuff. But I hadn't seen it. They may have been making it up. I don't know.
That was it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Absolutely doesn't matter. I wish this was further up the table now.
Yeah.
I think it deserves to be 16.
Yeah.
When we started the podcast, did you go, "Oh, hello, I could get the old bird boy story out the bag"?
No, I thought I must think of a story because I'd like to join in.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, I remember,
Yeah.
Bird Boy.
Are you in contact with any of the other people that you used to discuss Bird Boy with?
No,
Oh, so you haven't talked about being
no, not
16?
for years.
Oh.
No.
Did you listen to the podcast?
Oh yeah.
Have you got a favourite?
I loved it. Yeah. I think Gay Boy Roy I quite liked.
Oh,
Everyone-
yeah. He was
Yeah.
he was a real public favourite.
Yeah.
Really.
Why did you like him? Do you think?
It was short and sweet, the story, and I liked his final words, and then he ran off to play football.
All stories should end like that.
Yeah.
Should we get Welly Baby in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we have both in?
Yeah. The only thing is we've got one mic.
Well, I can move out of the way if you like.
You sure?
Yeah.
But lean
Then
in
we
for
can
any.
sort of share
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah.
Right. Shall I go and get Welly Baby?
Yeah.
Right. God, this is so much fun.
Isn't it? Wow.
This is Welly Baby.
I'll make way for
Wow.
Welly Baby.
This is incredible.
I didn't actually ask his actual name. It just said this is.
This is a bit more to him than that.
Doesn't define
Yeah.
him, but it should.
It's Nick.
Nick. Hi,
Nick, hi Nick.
AKA
You're right.
Welly
Sit
Baby.
down.
Please sit down.
God, I feel like
Oh, God.
Just warn you, I'm an absolute nervous wreck.
Oh, no
You
reason.
might
So
pick
am
up
I.
my stomach rumble.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
like
we're
that.
in awe of you.
sorry.
Oh, I have
I'm-
to get
I'm-
closer to it.
Yeah.
Nick, I want to start off by saying without Nick would be no one.
That's
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
what I
yeah.
want to say, because we thought this idea was terrible.
Yeah.
And then your Gossip came along in the first
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know where to begin. We've all got a bit hot and bothered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel a bit flustered, Nick.
Yeah, yeah.
We're more nervous than you, Nick.
You're,
I'm terrified.
you're a classic,
Yeah.
basically.
Thank you.
I know.
So where are you from, Nick? And where was the rumour from?
The same place as Welly Baby,
Yeah.
Leyland in Lancashire.
Leyland, yes, of course.
And it's obviously bullshit.
Not entirely. No.
Go on, go on.
Right.
Oh.
Do you want to, Basil, do you want to sit on my lap? Or
I could get Basil.
Fine up
I'm
there.
going to get Basil a chair. Hold on, keep chatting.
So it's based in Leyland, and it's
Yeah.
not all bullshit.
No.
Yeah,
Well, obviously it's gossip.
Can I
isn't
just
it?
say
So
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I am as well.
Yeah, stop talking.
My pulse is
Let
racing.
Nick,
Here we go.
Let Welly.
I've not been able to find any evidence for any of it, but there's basically three. If you split it up into three stories, there's the incestual pregnancy.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
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 And I have to say quickly, it is our best incest story by a country
It
mile.
is, yeah.
And we've had a lot. I mean, thousands.
Yeah.
And I definitely remember that as real gossip when I
Yeah.
was about 11, 10 maybe.
And that was actually, should we listen to the... Let's listen to the rumour
Gossip?
again. The bit of gossip again.
Here's a rumour from Leyland in Lancashire. Leyland in Lancashire.
Yeah.
14-year-old lad got his 13-year-old sister pregnant about 40 years ago. Oh. However, they managed to keep it quiet. She gave birth into a welly in the garden shed. Better safe than sorry. Fed the baby every day and it grew inside the welly. I think we can safely say this is not real.
Can't say.
Eventually, it was too big, but it couldn't get out of the welly, so they cut it out of the welly. The baby had grown in. Okay, we're
It's
gonna.
the shape of a welly.
Yeah. The baby had grown into a perfect welly shape, so they abandoned it on the vicar's doorstep near the local church. The vicar came out in the morning to do some gardening and put his normal welly on. Then forced his foot into the baby's mouth, thinking it was the thinking it was the other welly.
Yeah.
Killed it. What a way to go. Buried it in an existing grave and then
In an existing grave as
then
well.
threw himself off the steeple. The local kids still arranged to meet at Welly Baby's grave.
And we're back again. So she gave birth to it in a welly, Wellington boot.
I might have embellished a little bit.
Yeah.
You're allowed to.
And then there's the priest jumping off the steeple, which I think that happened as well.
What do you mean you think it did?
Oh, God.
I remember it being a...
Oh, right.
Something chatted about.
Right, so
Yeah.
you just put them all together.
3 rumours
Yeah.
in one. Wow.
I'll be honest with you, the bit that I want to know most about. Do kids still meet at Welly Baby's grave? Because that's because I was like, please tell me that's a meeting point.
I did when I was a kid.
You went there.
So it was a place where you go,
You
let's
went
meet.
where, though? Whose grave?
So the Welly
Welly-
Baby's
Well,
That
we-
was at the
to,
end.
uh,
The
yeah.
kids met at Welly Baby's grave. That's where they go. See, what time should you meet? 5 o'clock at Welly Baby's grave.
But none of it's true. I'm confused.
No,
Didn't you
yeah,
make it
I've,
up?
I've had this story in my head for 30 years. So
Yeah.
at the time, I believed it was all true.
Yeah.
So you went to
I've
the
tried
grave.
to find evidence.
So you had a
of the-
place where you used to go. That's where the Welly
Yeah,
Babies.
I can.
Oh, right. So
Buried.
as a child, you put all these stories together.
Yeah.
But they believed it. How do you not understand the concept of the podcast, David? You've been here for a year. We've read out thousands of gossips, and
Right.
You're annoyed that some of them aren't true. How can you be annoyed? If this is real, we're living in a fucking terrible world.
So basically, as a kid, there are 3 stories from Leyland, and you put them all together.
I think
As
so.
like a
yeah,
little
that's how.
fantasy.
That's how
But-
I've. I didn't even think about any of it when I sent the email in. I didn't consider it. I just sent the email.
Right.
didn't
And then the
think
more
it would
I've thought about
escalate.
it since, is trying to work out where it came from. And I think
Right.
that's the explanation.
Oh, so the priest
Yeah.
lobbing himself off the spire probably had nothing to do with Welly Baby.
Well, it didn't. Catch up.
Well, it does in my head now. So you're picking apart everything I believe.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right.
God, if he hasn't put
So
his
no one
foot-
put a foot in anyone's mouth.
Well, obviously not.
Oh, for God, that's where we came alive. That's where we fell in love with Welly Baby. God, you're good.
So this graveyard, where is it exactly?
It's in a place called Moss Side in Leyland,
Right.
St James's Church.
Right. So listeners, if you want to go there, and take a
Yeah,
little
we're
photo.
trying to do a thing where I spoke to Basil about where Bird Boy was, and we want people to head towards Beckenham. So and
Head towards
basically and once they've done that, they're going to head up to Leyland, Moss Side, and walk around the graveyard trying to find Welly.
Was there a specific grave that you remember?
There was, but I think I'd probably struggle to find it again.
Right.
I might go back there and try and pinpoint it, see if the memories...
You going back for Christmas or anything? You
Yeah.
Pop in, but there you go, Boxing Day.
Yeah, good
Take
idea.
the family.
Boxing Day walk.
Might leave some flowers.
Yeah, do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice, isn't
In
it?
a little welly. Yeah, put a little welly next to it, and then they can find the little welly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
good
some
idea.
flowers. You can get those.
You haven't got
welly
anything
ornaments.
going on in your life, have you? Might as well. Might as well do that. Christ.
I want to do that on Boxing
And
Day.
Basil, you don't remember where Bird Boy?
Well, it was in Beckenham. I reckon if I went back and I could probably find, because there'd be new houses
and
there
you-
now, I imagine, but I could find where it used to be.
And you could message us, and we could.
I could,
Yeah,
if I
great.
find the name, I'll go back, find the name of the street
Yeah.
and the nearest door number or whatever building's there now, and I'll let you know.
Oh, brilliant.
Wow,
Yes.
it's exciting.
We could do a little, get a little bus and do a tour.
We can do tours. We could charge people thousands. This could be a right little money spinner.
Little walking tour.
For
Yeah.
a big 6-hour journey between each one.
Great, wouldn't it? On a
Yeah.
big bus.
Magical Mongers tour.
Yeah, Magical Mongers tour. Lovely.
Amazing.
Were you surprised by the interest in your rumour?
Absolutely mind blown, yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't get it.
It's still come down. About 9.
Honestly, when we got that one, I just thought we'd struck gold.
Yeah.
Welly Baby
Yeah.
appeared and
Yeah.
Never
Welly
looked back.
Baby set the standard, didn't
really
it?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really changed our world.
Yeah.
I said I
Emotional.
wouldn't
then.
cry.
It's all right, mate. What's it like being a celebrity in the gossip world? Nice feeling.
I've had to make my Twitter account private.
Have you?
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh, no,
hold
hang on.
on, hold
Okay,
on, hold
so
on.
this is the.
everyone be quiet. I'm going to go on speaker.
Okay, this is the trophy man ringing up.
Hello.
Hi Joe, it's Chris.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Not bad, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Any joy on the trophy?
They're still trying to track it down, so I don't think it's going to be with you within the hour.
Oh, okay. Well, we've probably got. I've
Hour and
probably
a
got an hour and a half left. If there's any way they can still try, because it's for quite a young person, so they'll get a bit upset if the trophy doesn't.
Struggling with it. They're just struggling to track it down to be able to give a definite whether it's going to be with you or not.
Right.
So I'm going to go with the plan B that I did to get another one made.
Right.
To
But
go with you tomorrow.
there's no way you can try in the next hour. Just keep sort of, because it would really help us out if we got it today, because of the event, and it's quite a big event. There's quite a lot of people here. There's hundreds of people here, sort of waiting to sort of get the trophy, basically.
No, I mean, they have raised an investigation and they are trying to do this as quickly as possible for me.
Right.
I'll give them another hour
Yep. And
see what's happening and obviously give you a call. But I am going to put the plan B into place just so I know you definitely got something tomorrow.
okay, but we'll try one last time on today.
No problem. So I'll give you a call around 3:30.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks,
you.
Chris. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Don't know why I said it was a young person. Just thought it might push the
Bit of guilt.
Bit of guilt, yeah.
Do you think he's bullshitting?
I think that was
He
a
can't-
bullshitting.
Has
Well,
he
we got the
lost
king
it?
of the bullshitters here. Do you think
Okay,
he was
guys.
bullshitting?
Yeah.
Sounded like it, yeah.
Yeah. That's one from it. Basil, do you think Chris is full of shit?
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah. Shame. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
Weird thing, he's a big fan of the podcast, so it's going to knock his confidence.
Nick, have you got a favourite? Have you listened to the podcast?
No.
You haven't listened to it. Do you like football?
What team do you support?
A favourite other than
Yeah.
my own, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bird Boy.
Oh, lovely.
Bit of respect for the man next to you.
Why not?
Do you want a photo with Basil?
Little bit of respect for Basil there.
It's like a pre-match football. Yeah.
Any others?
Well, obviously Space Worm.
Yeah.
I suspected from the beginning I was going to win
You know your stuff,
the
don't
tournament.
Mm.
Yeah.
you? The tournament.
What do you think of? Did you think Gay Boy Roy was in with a chance?
An outside chance.
Yeah.
But didn't really think it was going to happen for him.
Well, he beat me, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he beat you? Did he beat you in the quarters?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he
You
did,
went out
yeah,
early.
Yeah,
I know.
That was a shock,
Gutted.
actually.
yeah, I was shocked by that.
Were you annoyed?
No,
Little
not
bit
really.
annoyed?
No.
Come on.
You felt like Man City. For me, you were Man City in the draw. You were like, oh, they're
Yeah.
just going to get to the semis.
Don't know
Yeah.
what happened.
Then Yeovil.
Yeah, what did I think? Maybe they took you for granted. I think the listeners took you for granted.
I thought that was going to happen with Space Worm. There was a lot of Gay Boy Roy noise.
Did you know the girl who gave birth, Nick?
No.
No.
No, I knew where they lived.
Knew where they lived.
Yeah.
Where'd they live?
I'm not giving the address out.
And there was a priest that jumped off the.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a widely believed rumour when I was...
Wow.
Yeah.
But it had nothing to do with the first room. So
Where did
any
the
oth-
welly come? Sorry, where did the welly come into this? Was that just your
That's-
brain?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So without you, it'd
But-
literally just be.
But someone called it Welly Baby, right? And you
That
put
was
two
you.
and two together.
Yeah.
Oh, you've called it Welly. Jesus
But
Christ,
maybe-
nothing's real anymore.
But maybe that came from another rumour I'd heard.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all true. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to know how you joined the dots to a welly. It end up in a welly. Just top of the head, first thing going to
So
you.
I'm still confused by this. Was this a rumour from when you were a child, or you made it up last year?
I don't
or this
know.
year?
I don't know what's
You don't know.
true anymore. Yeah.
Right, actually, I need to pick this apart now. There was definitely some incest. We're sure of that.
Oh, as sure as you can be.
Yeah,
about
but
it.
Yeah.
we'll take that as done.
I've no evidence for
No.
it.
But we don't even know if there was a baby. But was there a rumour when you were a child that there was probably a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then from then on was you. Basically, the fact it slid into a welly, went to the
Yeah.
shape.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And was that like the child you, or did you come up with that?
Oh, yeah.
That was the child me. Yeah.
oh, okay,
There you
that's
go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
right,
so it's not
right.
not.
Have you come up with any other little rumours?
Not rumours, no.
I've always wondered. But I have always wondered who comes up with rumours. You
Yeah.
know, like sort of like, who starts this shit?
This guy and this guy.
It's like,
I'm amazed
right.
actually. So
Yeah.
you've, as a child, fused three rumours together and then convinced yourself to visit a grave.
Yeah.
You ever thought of taking up cricket?
No problem.
I think I was about 11 because it was.
Okay. Yeah.
I just started high school, I think.
Oh, right. Okay.
I really thought you would say ice skating. Then.
Just
I remember because I just started. What's that got to do with it? Add that in.
But only you used to go back to the grave,
No, me and a couple of other lads.
Right.
A whole band of you. Wow.
and you pretend that there was a baby buried there.
Oh yeah, unless there really is a baby buried there.
And this is the important bit for me. Did you ever say, "Shall we meet at Welly Baby's grave"?
Yes.
Yes! That's all I care about. That is literally all I care about. I did not get the answer I wanted earlier. That is the bit of the rumour that I cared most about. Yes! Thank you.
Right.
Right, I'm going to shut up now.
Wow. Thank you very much for coming along.
Yeah. Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Honestly, I'm absolutely over the moon.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invitation.
Oh, no, thank you. And
Sorry, Basil, if you want to.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you. You sort of named Bird Boy, because we used to just call him Budgie. So I think Bird Boy is a much better name for him.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why we just called him Budgie. And we used to, as we went past the house, me and mates used to. It was a popular David Bowie song, "Driving Saturday," and we used to always sing. His name was always Budgie instead of Buddy as we went past.
You don't want to sing that now, do you?
I don't know all the song. No. His name was always Budgie.
I feel like that's going to be on repeat.
But it's Bird Boy now.
Yeah.
I prefer that.
Yeah. Wow.
Wish you bought him a present now.
Yeah. But thanks for coming along anyway.
Yeah.
Thank
No
you
problem
very
at all.
much. Thank you.
One of them with a ginormous bottom, one of them with a tiny bottom.
Let me see. I want to see what you think is ginormous.
Well, no, I just added it for the show. Now you make me feel bad.
No, but it's true.
She's got quite a big. She's got a larger
it's good.
bottom
That's
than that
good. Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
The author of Space Worm is in the room.
Sorry.
Sorry. Made a faux pas.
Should we stand up?
Yeah. Come on, let's stand up.
A round of applause.
Stand up as well.
that is only half of what you deserve.
I mean, welcome, Adam.
Thank you very much.
You called yourself Jonah in the...
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
That was because I hadn't asked Nick,
Yes.
or more importantly his brother, if I could send it in.
Yeah.
I was going to send it in anyway.
Yeah.
But
Didn't give a shit, did you?
I just thought it was better if it was anonymous.
Yeah.
Did you think you might go, bloody hell, that also happened to me?
Well, I think he.
With that amount of detail.
Yeah. I think it's more
The
the
only
uncles.
difference is it's sent in by Jonah.
Yeah.
Not,
Well, it probably would have made him feel better. 'Cause at least someone else has done it as well.
how did he feel once it was out?
Well, he was overjoyed.
Was he?
Yeah, he was annoyed that I'd done pseudonyms for it. But his brother, who's sort of a very different animal, I don't think he's aware even now. So.
Right.
Is that for the best, you think?
Yeah, probably. Although it depends how far this goes. But
Yeah.
he's told his dad and his uncle, and they both.
Oh,
know.
what, Uncle Bob?
Yeah, and
The
the
one
uncle
who got married?
He was getting married. Yeah.
So
Oh,
Uncle
wow.
Bob, who you said is Uncle Bob, is obviously not Uncle
Not
Bob.
Uncle Bob, no.
But he was the source of all this problem, wasn't he, Uncle Bob?
Well, sort of. Although I don't know, you might have to. Nick told me that his actual uncle was getting married. Had given him 2 tabs of acid before he met Uncle Bob. So he was all.
If they ever get divorced and remarried, can I come?
Oh yeah, it sounds fantastic, doesn't it? Yeah.
Don't really give it.
Should we play the...
Yeah, let's play it.
So we'll play the gossip and then we'll come back. My gossip concerns my mate and specifically his brother. Let's call him Jim. A couple of years ago, they attended their uncle's wedding somewhere in deepest rural Essex. It was a posh affair with a sizable marquee set in a lovely countryside setting. Because of the remoteness of the location and in a desperate but probably vain attempt to prevent drink driving offences, camping was available on site. My mate and Jim arrived on the site in the wedding finery ready for a family reunion and the joy of seeing their uncle finally getting hitched. Unfortunately, another uncle was also present, who had recently returned from what had descended into a narcotic fact-finding mission in South America. I say uncle, but I think he was more one of those slightly weird people who hang around your family who you call uncle, but isn't really. My mate and his brother were both in their late 20s, but still weren't entirely sure if he was their uncle or not. As soon as, let's call him Uncle Bob, saw the pair of them, he invited them into his tent for a pre-wedding livener. This turned out to be a solid dosing of weapons-grade acid. But by the sounds of it, was probably something far stronger. My mate isn't into all that and politely declined. Jim, however, showed no such restraint. He immediately consumed the preferred narcotics and slipped into a hallucinatory trance. He remembers Uncle Bob saying that he would look after him.
God.
My mate said that he remembers his brother looking deeply contented with his eyes closed, purring like a cat, and occasionally making harsh guttural squawking noises. But all appeared well. This is where it starts getting weird. Unbeknownst to Bob or my mate, Jim's hallucination had seen him take on the form of a gigantic, aggressive, what can only be described as space worm. God, I'm faint. Oh God, I went all lightheaded.
Swim.
Gigantic, aggressive space worm.
You never would have guessed that.
In his mind, he was flying through the solar system at millions of miles per hour, taking in new galaxies and generally enjoying the wondrous enormity of deep space.
All at a wedding in rural Essex. Took a turn.
Oh, dear.
Take it in, you can.
Is this Uncle Bob's fault?
It really is Uncle Bob's fault. He's the one who brought the acid.
God,
Take it in,
I
you
love
galaxy.
that. Flying
Oh,
around
God.
space eating galaxies. And
Unfortunately, he then decided that in order to be able to reproduce and keep his space worm lineage going, he had to bore into the centre of a planet and eat the fiery core. Okay.
That's what space worms have to do, I'm afraid.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. This he did in his mind and started tunnelling through the centre of a convenient nearby planet. Oh, God. Oh. Obviously, the transition from the vacuum of space into the rocky core of the planet caused his worm body to start juddering violently. Jim was aware that he was doing this, but to my mate and Bob, it looked like he was having a fairly serious seizure.
yeah, don't worry, guys. It's just a space worm.
Fairly serious.
I'm just drilling into a planet, guys. Don't worry.
I've got to eat the whole core. If I'm ever going to have kids.
Oh, fuck. Panicking, but also using the skills he'd learned in South America, Bob declared that the best cure for a seizure was vitamin C powder, of which he had a copious supply for this very eventuality.
Oh, God.
As Jim juddered away, he began trying to spoon feed it to him, but only succeeded in smearing it all over his face and all over his wedding outfit. Little reminder where we are.
Oh, yeah, we're in Essex at a wedding. Uncle's wedding who's finally settled down.
Oh, God.
Got a marquee.
Oh, fuck. Fortunately, at this moment, and having burst back out the other side of the planet, the space worm returned to normal.
That's all we needed to do. Eat the
It's
core.
fine, I'm fine now. And Bob thought he'd saved the day. Unfortunately, Jim, brackets the space worm, then moved on to the next stage of its reproductive cycle. Oh, dear. He moved on to the next stage of his reproductive cycle, which was to give birth to the fiery core as a new star. From which, presumably, his space worm son would be born.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Stop saying.
I don't think it does.
Oh, my God.
Temporarily relaxed, my mate and Bob soon became aware that the grunting was becoming more and more frequent, as were looks of great exertion rippling across Jim's face.
Are they still in the tent?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, God.
Whilst they'd been otherwise occupied, the space worm, brackets Jim,
Just to connect those two things. Jim is the space worm.
had removed its trousers and now did indeed give birth to a large, slurry-like, hideous star. His shit mixed in with the vitamin C powder encased him in a foul-smelling galactic miasma. The agonies of labour were also causing him to writhe around violently, ensuring that there was very little left of him, including his face and hair left uncovered. Among frantic screams of "What the fuck are you doing?" And stop it, you fucking animal. The space worm began the final chapter of its life cycle, which was to eat the placenta left over from the birth of the star. As my horrified mate watched his brother shovel a combo of shit and vitamin C powder into his mouth with his bare hands, whilst groaning ecstatically, Bob decided he'd had enough and made a run for it.
You can always rely on Bob. Caused a fucking meltdown.
Not to be seen again for the rest of the wedding. My mate also had had enough and called an ambulance before also making a run for it.
Everyone's left the space
And
worm.
hiding nearby to watch the aftermath.
Oh my god.
To bring this long and weird tale to an end, he watched as the ambulance crew helped his now semi-compos mentis brother out of the tent, covered in shit and white powder, whilst vomiting up the shit he'd already eaten. In front of dozens of horrified wedding guests, and saw him head off to hospital. My mate managed to blag that he'd been nowhere near and pretended he'd been off checking the marquee while this was happening.
Oh, God.
He said the rest of the wedding was a delight. But he had to sleep under a van as the tent was understandably a write-off.
Do you want me to get him to... What should I tell him about Skyping in?
Shall I go and look for him on Skype?
Yeah.
Where is the space worm at the moment in the world?
He is in Morzine in France.
Oh, wow.
Cleaning ski chalets and teaching other people how to clean
Yeah.
ski chalets.
Shall-
So, yeah, he's desperately hanging on for this.
Oh, well, let's get chatting to him.
Oh.
So where is the... where was the wedding? Where was the location?
It was in Essex.
Do you know whereabouts?
I don't know, but
No.
I know a man who might remember.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be guaranteed that he'd remember, but he might. Never know.
Yeah.
Down to a postcode area.
Yeah. Were you aware that you had written a Stone Cold classic?
Well, it wrote itself really. Like, it didn't take that long to write, and I just thought it was quite weird and also quite long.
Yeah.
Whereas lots of the other ones were a bit more sort of. Well, I don't say they were more surreal, but.
Yeah.
I don't think they were more so.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah.
And what one particularly did you think?
Do you know, it was the first one where we went, fuck it, that's a big old
Yeah,
chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to like chop it down, and
Yeah.
I thought
Don't you
maybe
dare.
it wasn't. Yeah.
Don't you dare chop that baby
Let
down.
it breathe.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when he told me that story, obviously all of us. We didn't really find it funny, just found it disappointing, really.
Disappointing.
He's done it again. It's not the worst thing he's done. No.
Not the worst thing he's done.
No, it's just a whole litany.
Oh god.
So just like, oh mate, come on, like, for fuck's sake, it's your uncle's
Yeah.
wedding. Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, this bloke we've never met.
Yeah.
So
I love it if you just won every year of Gossipmongers.
Yeah.
Just using your mate.
But we just wait for yours to come in, and there's someone's holding on to first place, and then you, God.
Yeah.
Can I come round it?
Yeah.
See?
Shall I
sure.
do that?
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, Poppy
yeah,
can
if I
come
come
round.
around that.
I'm gonna. We're literally moving the whole studio round, so we can all see Wormy.
So we're about to speak to
Excited.
Space Worm.
Okay, who else is nervous?
I'm really
Oh,
nervous.
God,
Right.
this is the main man. Right, we are Skyping. Can't see any of us. David, you. Oh my God! It's
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, can't see him yet.
Can't see
him yet.
Space Worm. We need to
Here we
see
go. We need
Space
to
Worm.
see the real.
I don't think the camera's working. I could maybe do it on my phone.
Oh, that's the start we wanted. Well, should we just?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that's his voice.
Yeah. Hi, Wormy.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thanks for Skyping
You've got a
us.
nice voice, Space Worm.
Oh, thanks very much. No,
Just playing with Space
Chill
Worm.
out.
3 seconds, immediately flirting. Where are you at the moment?
I'm over in France at the moment for the winter. I'm doing a season over here, so that's why I couldn't be with you today.
Oh no, it's not at all. Well, thank you for electronic.
Pretty disappointed, actually.
Oh well.
What, that you're not here?
Yeah, I really wanted to be there.
Ah.
We don't know where to start with you. There's so much we want from you, need from you. Is that okay if I start, guys?
Yeah, do it.
What do you remember from that day, exactly, or if anything?
Oh, firstly, do you know where that location is exactly?
Yeah. It's out in a series of fields, like
nearest village.
Rented.
Nearest village.
Like it's out in rural, like out the back end of Chelmsford.
Right, Chelmsford. Okay.
But not in Chelmsford, but in that general vicinity. The thing is, I remember that, like, it's weird. I don't know if other people have done many hallucinogens before in their life. I remember a remarkable amount, but like some of it's real and some of it's not. That's the thing. So, I remember all the prelude to it.
Remember all the what?
The everything that happened before it.
Right.
Before I entered into that realm.
Yeah.
We
I
need
also
less
remember
vague.
an awful lot, like very vividly, even though it's coming up like to say 8 years ago now. And I can close my eyes and still see the creatures.
Would you mind doing that for us?
Trying to make another flashback, Joe.
Yeah,
I moved between like it was flipping between 5 different like trips, like 5 different vivid kind of like visualizations. The main one was like me being a worm. And I was convinced. I was completely convinced that the whole of life had been one big lie, one big con, and that there were acid mongers out there. That once you were fully trapped in this new acid world where I'd looked like a space worm.
Oh God.
Like, and then I had to give birth. Like,
Whoa! Let's go back a bit.
Then I had to give birth.
I've just realised, in our excitement, we've got your dear friend here with us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Adam's here.
Adam's here, and we haven't said you haven't had a chance to say hello, so we got so carried away.
hey man, how's it going?
The man, this is all his fault, remember, not ours.
Yeah.
It is his fault. Sorry, yes.
It's nice of him to ask me first as well.
He's excited as well.
So was it your uncle? Sorry, I'm confused. Was it your uncle's wedding?
Yeah, it was uncle's wedding.
Yeah.
But like a step uncle. Like,
yeah.
So I'd only met the guy once before.
Still in contact? Been invited to Christmas?
Actually am. I actually am still in contact. Yeah. He took it pretty well. And like a lot of the truly horrific stuff was confined to the tent I was staying in.
Still got the tent?
No.
Why did you decide to take it? Why did you do that?
I was camping there. It was like they lived in the fields. You didn't have hotels, so.
But why did you take the acid at a wedding?
I mean, there was a lot. It wasn't a conventional wedding. There was a lot of drugs flying around that wedding.
Sure.
That's for all lessons for you.
Prior to the acid, there'd been TCB, cocaine, copious amount of marijuana. But I'd always wanted to do acid, and I don't move in those circles normally. So even though I was tripping,
you made up for it that afternoon.
I was kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll go for it. Like, which was obviously a mistake.
Do you really feel that?
Yeah.
So we were up to the point where you were giving birth, but I feel like we jumped ahead, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because
What did you first experience as a worm?
So you were a worm. From the story, from Adam's story, there was a lot of stages before birth. Like you ate a fiery core at
you were
one
flying
point?
through space first.
Yeah. So you're moving through these different realities.
No,
the weirdest thing is,
So you're going through space. Yeah.
The weirdest thing is they kind of like most of them are like mimicking like what's around you, not that you know it at the time. So. Like there was a point very early on where like people started morphing into like different characters. Like that was when you still kind of knew that you'd taken acid.
Characters
And then it got to the
Sorry.
point where you were just this creature. But like with I thought when they were feeding me vitamin C, I thought it was stardust.
Stardust.
You know?
Well, you left that out.
I thought it was getting stardust after you give birth. Like, that's genuinely what was going through my head at the time. I thought I was eating stardust and everything was really great. It's only afterwards when you look across the tent and see a big like massive tub of vitamin C, you're like, oh no, that wasn't stardust, and this is all real.
What was the fiery core exactly that you were eating? Do you know? Because
like that was just generally like mud and grass which I was rolling around on.
that was once again left out of the original. I genuinely didn't think this could get any better, but it actually is. Believe it or not, detail was left out. Right, so your fiery core was mud and grass, and then what happened after the fiery core? Then you gave birth. Is that right?
Then I gave birth, like to my offspring, and also what I thought was like the saving of all humanity,
which turned out to be shit.
Yeah,
It's a big turn.
it's just a massive shit.
Were you aware it was? At what point were you aware it was just a turd that came out?
Like the following Wednesday.
Not for a good long time after that. Not like. I couldn't escape that world that I was trapped in for quite a while.
God.
Yeah.
And was convinced that I was going to be there for like all eternity. Like I was asking, like I could hear a voice. I was asking like who it was, like who are you, like trying to go through, like are you my brother, like doing this to me, no, and this went on. And then after you asked that question, you flip to a different visualization, where you're like. You know, where you're like in this different place, like moving around.
Still as a worm at this point, yeah.
Yeah, still as a worm. And so like it was only when you start to come out of it that you realise you're completely covered in shit. For a good hour or two.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about getting to the hospital and cleaning up or anything?
But didn't you ate the placenta?
Oh,
didn't
sorry,
you?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's obviously the
That was
worst
a mistake.
part of it. Yeah. That wasn't great.
So how many people were in the tent with you when you were going through all this?
I can't remember, like, because they weren't part of in that world, but I know in retrospect that there was at least like 4 or 5, because they were trying to pin me down and stop me from what I was doing, whilst trying to spoon feed me with loads of vitamin C and stop me.
Okay. What was the thought behind the vitamin C again? Why?
I've got no idea.
It's because they thought you were having a seizure because you'd been in a vacuum of space, then you'd gone into rock, so you were acting that out by juddering around. But then they thought you were having a seizure because you'd taken so much acid and everything else.
That's just Adam clearing things up.
It's filling in the blanks. Yeah, so that's what
your ear, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got trapped in his own wormhole.
Can I just clarify? Was the placenta your poo?
Yes.
Yes, it was. That's correct.
Okay.
Your Honour.
It really took hold of me, like right after I'd taken it. I really needed to go to the loo, right? But that was a porta cabin a long way away, and there was no way I could make it. At the time, what I thought was make it safely. should have taken that chance.
And how long was the whole experience in the tent?
Like it was a good like 4 hours, 4 hours plus.
And what was happening at the wedding at this point?
Yeah,
was it just drinking and dancing and?
Yeah, well, they quite rightly kept it like well under wraps. My dad to the day still does not know that this story happened.
Yeah,
like I've told somehow it got like hidden from him. I told him the other day that I was in a competition, like after
swimming competition.
as a competition for a podcast. And I was having it with him, and I was really excited and smiling, and like we just like got through a round, and he was like, "What are you laughing at?" And so I thought, it's about time he should know, but he still doesn't really know he doesn't know any of the details. Doesn't know this how.
Oh, he'll definitely be proud of you.
Yeah.
No question. So then you got taken to hospital.
Yeah, like so, like the ambulance came, but by this point, I'd started coming out of the trip, right? So now the world seems like the world, but you're like, again, you're back on planet Earth and not a worm. Like the ambulance rocks up, you're covered. All you really want to do is just like have a shower and find a dark corner to crawl into and think about what you've done. But because they've arrived and now they've seen what has occurred, they're obviously quite concerned. So
what did they see? An ambulance turned up.
Well, there was knee clothes now, but very, very dirty, if you want to call it that, covered in shit. Everything's covered in shit. It was a 7 metre by 7 metre tent, and every wall of it was covered in shit.
Did you explode or something?
So
that takes some
all my clothes are right off, but they're on me. And they package you up and start questioning you, and you're still trying to piece together. You don't even know what happened. All you've seen is some vitamin C thing, and you're like, you desperately want some answers yourself. Then goes on an interrogation that you don't have the answers to. And funnily enough, you don't think they're going to be that receptive if you start telling them about a space worm.
Save that for a podcast.
Why did you think you were a space worm? What did that feel like? What did it feel like to be a worm?
I felt I was like this green, like, I don't know, like.
You said you were the size. You said you were the size of the Channel Tunnel.
Why did that not make the final cut?
Honestly, I don't know how else to explain it apart from like being very like. It's why I was eating mud and anything else that I'd get my hands on. Like I just felt like I was like trapped on the ground. It was like duty bound. I felt like it was like a mission. Like
well, you had to complete
giving birth. Like I looked into it because obviously when I came to after this event, and I never thought anything good would come of it. So thanks guys for.
Oh, not at all.
No props.
It really has. Oh my god.
Yeah, when I came, I looked into exactly what it could be because I was like, this was like a really powerful, like even like 8 years on, I can close my eyes and still see it as clearly as I can see anything out the window here. Like,
really?
I looked into it. Yeah.
Wow.
And apparently it was like they call it ego death morph, and it's like what some of the shamans apparently go through, where you like because when I gave birth to the offspring, I thought for me to do that I had to die. So I started to try and stop breathing.
Oh God!
Like during the whole thing. And so I looked into it, and apparently it's like this weird spirit. I don't know, like acid strong. Like don't do it or do it sensibly.
Amazing.
What did you look like as the space worm, other than being the size of the Channel Tunnel? Like, were you see-through or what?
The best way I could describe it was like a green caterpillar with teeth.
Simple.
Some more a space caterpillar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like this big weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was it.
Wow.
Well, this has been
honestly
probably the best 20 minutes of my life.
Yeah. It was such a good rumour, written brilliantly.
Yeah. I'm blown away.
Yeah. I am, it's the best Christmas ever. I think.
You're the best Christmas present we could ever ask for. I really wish I could see you, though.
Yeah, I do as well.
Just to remember.
If you call me back, I'll answer on my phone, and then you should get my camera.
We don't want to see you that much.
Just send us a load of pics.
Do you know, we had a trophy to give out, didn't we?
We've been waiting all morning for it to arrive, so we're probably going to have to not hand over the trophy, I'm afraid.
It's got Space Worm engraved on the base.
It's a big glass
It looks
cup.
terrible, doesn't it?
It doesn't. It's a good one. I bought a really nice one. I'm a bit gutted. I was really looking forward to handing it over, like the Champions League Cup. And it has Gossipmongers Gossip of the Year 2019 Space Worm.
Yeah.
And that was for you to have, Adam, to share.
That's all right. We'll just take the grand cash prize
Yeah,
instead.
we have got a grand.
We have got a
grand.
grand.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. So,
Oh, fuck me. I thought it was a joke.
No, David, do you want to do the honours? I'm afraid we haven't got the trophy, but we do have
A trophy now.
Yes. Who needs the cash?
Proudest moments of my life, guys. Like, I'm not joking.
There you go.
So
Well,
No
much.
worries.
And we've Space One. We've just handed over £1,000.
We've just handed over. Yeah, we have.
We have.
Here we have.
They have.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can you see
Yeah,
that?
fan it out like they do on Pay Your Cards, right?
It's worth it, wasn't it?
Hey!
Christmas, yeah.
No, pleasure.
I have to get my uncle a drink.
Honestly, thank you, Nick.
Thank you, guys. Thank you to everyone that can I just say, like, thanks to everyone that enjoyed the story. Thanks to Adam for curating it and publicly shaming me as if I haven't done it myself. And also to everyone that enjoyed it and voted in on the contest and all the other great bits of gossip that were there. It's been a great year.
That's one of the best
So
acceptance
professional.
speeches I've ever heard.
Wow.
Oh, well, thank you, Nick, and thank you, Adam.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Well, happy Christmas, everybody, all the listeners.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, happy Christmas,
and happy
guys.
New Year.
Yeah, and thanks again, guys.
See you next year.
Yeah, cheers.
Bye.
Awesome. See you guys.
Bye.
Well, there you go. Congratulations to our gossip of 2019. Adam. And Nick the Space Worm. Merry Christmas everyone. And have a lovely new year. Gossipmongers will be back in the spring. 2020. Keep sending in your juicy gossip. To gossipmongers. At yahoo.com. Until the next time. Goodbye. Bye bye for now. Lovely stuff.